If I was ever in a situation where I could only take 1 or 2 items, what items would I actually take with us? What would I dump and what would I keep? If you have an accident out on the fells or the mountains, you have to dial 999 for mountain rescue. It can take them anywhere from up to 2.5 to 3 hours just to reach you. So today's video is all about what equipment I take with me when I'm out on my day hikes. And if anybody's seen any of my videos, you know, so I do have quite a big backpack. So what do I carry? So I do have some essential kit that I take with us all the time. And the first one is my survival bag. It's supposed to be 2-man, but to be honest, I've been in it and I think it's just big enough really for one person. Wouldn't want to stay in it for too long because it's not really that comfortable. But I suppose really it's a bright colour, so if anything does happen, you do get inside of this. At least when people come looking for you, they should be able to find you. Next thing I always take is my bivvy bag. I always carry this because you never know what the weather's going to be like or if you have an accident. So you can get inside your bivvy bag and then get inside the emergency shelter, and it does keep me nice and warm, which is a good thing. That's food for thought. If you have an accident out on the fells or the mountains, you have to dial 999 for mountain rescue. It can take them anywhere from up to 2.5 to 3 hours just to reach you. And then if there's no air ambulance and they've got to try and stretch you down, you know, depending where you are on the weather conditions, you know, it could take up to 12 hours to get you off a mountain. So that's why really you do need some sort of survival shelter or warm clothing, food to help you stay warm until you get rescued. The next thing a lot of people don't like to talk about, but I'll just mention it in passing, toilet roll. Won't say much about it, it's just you never know when you need it. Next thing is first aid kit. And there we are. That's what I carry. It's just basic, but it does come in handy. I've never had to use it, but it's always there in case I do need it. Next thing is electrolytes. For the last 2 years, since I'm about 60, I've been getting a bad cramp. It's been in my thumb and my fingers, these 2 fingers. Don't know why. And it's my right hand as well, but that's where I get it. So I didn't know what to do at first, and I was talking to my son about it, and he told us to try electrolytes. So these, I've tried a few. These ones I found work best for me. So you just put them in your water, but you only take 1 a day. And they do seem to do the trick, because I don't get the cramp as bad as I used to. Next thing, this time of year, Hayfever tablets. I do suffer from Hayfever, unfortunately. And sometimes when you're out on the fells and it kicks in, oh, it is such a pain. Pretty much ruins your day sometimes. But I do take them. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But not much I can do about it. Then we have my water pouch, which this is the one I carry. The kids bought it for my birthday last year. Really cool. So that's it, just filled it with water. And just drink it with that, and I'll put that in one of my side pouches. So it comes in really handy for when I'm out and about. Then we have my water filtration system. So it's not really the best you can get, but it does me. Basically, just put the water in, We do this again. There we go. Take that, screw it on, take the top off, and then just squeeze the water into my water bottle. So what I would recommend, if you're ever using something like this, especially on a stream, that would be to go at least 20-30 feet upstream, basically just to make sure there's no dead animals in the water. Because I know it says it kills off like 99% of, well, it doesn't kill off 99%, but it removes 99% of the stuff that's in the water. But do you really want to be drinking water if it came down there's a dead animal further upstream? I don't think so. So always best just to go up and check, make sure there's nothing there. Next one is my flask. My daughter bought this a couple of years ago at Christmas, and this is one of the best flasks I've ever had. Keeps me drink nice and hot for a good 14 hours, and then during the summer when I put cold drinks in it, keeps the drinks cold all day. So it's Typo, don't know if that's the make or whatever, but this is the best flask I've ever had. Brilliant. Then I have my head torch. Always take a head torch with us because you never know. I don't like being stuck on mountains unless I'm camping out in the dark, but I always take one because you never know when you're going to need it. So I'd say this has got a bit of a chunky battery on the back, but it is really bright and it does a good job and it lasts quite a long time. Next thing I take, power pack. This is the one I use and it's really good. Don't know if you can see, you can charge multiple items on it. It's really good. I can charge my watch and my phone on this, and it's fast charging, so I'll put them on and they're fully charged within about half an hour. And it does keep us charged for a long time, but also remember, don't forget your charging cable, because that'll be no good without that. So that's another essential piece of kit. I would suggest always carry a power pack, because a lot of people nowadays do go out and just use the electronic devices for navigation. And talking about navigation, if you've seen any from my videos by now, you will know I like my compass and I like my map. Always take them with us, always have done. I suppose just a generation thing. It's what I was brought up to use when I was going out before all this GPS and everything else came out. So always use it. Always handy to have, even if you do use your phone or your watch, whatever. I do recommend taking a map and a compass. Always safe. Plus they don't weigh that much, so you know, just take one. Next thing I carry, but very rarely use them, is my hiking poles. I've used them on the odd occasion. I do use them when I am out camping and I use my tarp, and I just stick my bivy bag under my tarp and just stick them in the ground. It comes in handy. Saves having to carry the tent sometimes. Then we have waterproof trousers. Always carry these as well, because this is the UK after all, and you don't know what the weather's going to be like. So don't weigh that much, and I always carry them just to be on the safe side in case it does absolutely chuck it down. And I always carry a pair of gloves. These are sealskin gloves. They're supposed to be waterproof, but they're not really. But even though they get wet, they do keep my hands nice and warm. So do me very nice. And then depending on the weather, it depends on what hat I'm going to wear. So I've got just this one, which is my Cincinnati hat, nice and comfy. Or if the weather's really bad, I have my balaclava. That comes in very handy indeed, especially when they're really, really cold. You've got a low wind chill, keeps your face nice and warm. I also have my ski goggles, but I can't find where they are. So I can't show you them. So I don't know what I've done with them. Again, depend on the weather. So during the summer, I'll always carry a little fleece, put this in my bag. Because even when you're on the top of the fells in the summer, if you stand around, sometimes it does get a bit on the nippy side. So I always carry this and just put it on till I get going again, and then I take it off. And then during the winter, when I'm out, I do take my big duck down jacket. This is a Mountain Warehouse one, and this is, oh, so nice. This keeps you so cozy. Love it. But I say, when you take this out when it's really cold, and I put it on, it is shower proof, so I can wear it if need be when it's drizzling, but don't really want to try that too often, just in case. And finally, waterproof cover for my backpack. Because the last thing you want to do is get your backpack soaking wet, because if that happens, then it's going to just weigh you down even more. So put a waterproof cover on it, keep your backpack dry, and keep your kit dry. I know a lot of people go out and they buy specialised bags that they put in their backpack to keep the kit dry. But for me, good old black refuge sack that you put your garden waste in. Nice and thick, nice and waterproof. Just put it in, fold it up properly. It keeps your stuff dry. Well, I find it keeps my stuff dry anyway. So why go out and buy some expensive bags when you can just use a refuge sack and put your kit in that, keep it dry. If I was ever in a situation where I could only take 1 or 2 items, what items would I actually take with us? What would I dump and what would I keep? And the answer to that question is my map, my compass. Definitely keep them. Try and navigate my way out of whatever trouble I got myself into if I was to dump my kit. And water filtration unit and my water pouch. Because without water, if it was a hot day, you're not going to last long. So if I had to dump all my stuff and only carry a few items, these are what I would take with us just to try and survive. Well, that's all the kit I take with me when I'm out hiking in my backpack. That's my essential stuff. I do carry other bits and bobs depending on the time of year. So this is what I use. Other people may use other stuff. So let us know in the comments what stuff you take or what stuff you don't take. And help us all keep safe. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.